We are so excited to bring you this new item that you've never ever seen before from Jager, this brand that's been supplying QVC UK with their tulips and bulbs for the last 17 years. If you're just joining us, this brand has the royal warrant from the King of England, King Charles himself, King Charles III, His Royal Majesty. And take a look at your screen. These beautiful, now these are gently scented Peony Tulips. They're live bulbs. You're going to get 20 pieces. Look at the blooms. Today we have them for you for $16.66 and 134169. You know, George, you were telling me the way that we started the show with our daffodils and the way that we're ending our show with these beautiful, beautiful peony tulips, like these are like the bookends of success in the garden. Yeah.
I mean, I love those parrot tulips that we had on the second line
parrot
today.
ones were as well.
I thought these are fabulous. But these are my all-time favorite tulips because they're peony flowering. They've got layer upon layer of petals. They look like peonies.
Yeah, look at these.
And these are big, big flowers. They will flower up to 8 inches across, opening up in the sun. And you've got 4 distinctly different varieties. You've got Coma, which is the ice white one. And then you've got my all-time favorite tulip, which is called Angelique, which is beautiful pink. And then a very interesting one called Carnival de Nice, which is white with flamed red, and that's got the RHS Awarded Garden Merit. And then
so the
you've got
Royal
deep red
Horticultural Society.
Yeah.
Award
you've got the deep red one called Uncle Tom. Separately labeled, these complement each other.
Yes.
I'm not selling them as a mix because I think people like to plant their own.
So you get 5 of each.
You get 5 of each.
Yeah.
So you're getting 20 bulbs. And these more often than not, are multi-flowering. Because of the size of the bulb, you should get 2 stems of each bulb. So let's be safe, say, you'll get up to probably about 40 flowers off these 20 bulbs in your first year alone. They're not very high. They only flower at about 16 inches.
16 inches, okay.
They'll flower mid to late spring. I suppose it depends on which part of the States you're in.
Yes.
But that's a pretty good guide.
And you know, I love it when
gently scented as well.
When a tulip has a really beautiful foliage, but you know, really it's about the fact that the blooms themselves really look like peonies. You know, I do have peonies in my garden, but my peony flowers always topple over.
You need to stake them.
Yeah, exactly. But they always topple over. These you don't need to stake. They stand up beautiful and tall. And they're a variety that maybe you've never seen before. I know I've never seen them before today. Today at $16.66 and 134169 to have the pinks and those beautiful merlots, the white, and then as well as the merlot and white mixture. You're seeing these are the real flowers right there.
These are representative videos that I found.
Look at this.
There's the Carnival de Nice, although I think it has more red in it normally, and those are mixed with the Angelique. You know, these are big flowers. They're 6 inches across when they open up in the sun. Unfortunately, the faux flowers can't really represent that because I'm a short chap and I'd get sort of completely swamped by them. They're gently scented. They are just my all-time favorite tulips.
Oh, wow.
Why grow bog standard tulips?
Yeah.
Like you get in the sort of petrol station
to
give to someone when you've been up to no good. Or
you were saying that to me the other day. You're like, you know, these aren't the tulips that you get at the grocery store when you're going to someone's home for dinner, or when somebody's coming to your house for dinner, you just kind of grab them. These are truly heirloom, different species of tulips that we've never ever seen before, and I'm so excited that we're bringing them to our customers.
Well, I think it's
and that
fun,
QVC customers are the first ones to see these in the United States.
Well, I've bought the things that I know and love, and I grow myself because I can talk with passion. And these, you know, without sounding immodest, these are at Buckingham Palace, these are at Highgrove, these are at Sandringham.
Wow.
Most of the royal residences will grow these peony tulips because they're great flowerers, they're great performers, they're not very tall, they're only up to 16 inches. So if you live in a windy position, you don't have to worry about them sort of possibly being damaged by wind. If you live in a windy position, plant your bulbs a little bit deeper.
Oh!
That's just a
Okay,
bit of a
this is
tip.
the
The rough rule of thumb with bulbs is you make sure there's double the depth of the bulb in soil above it. So you plant it 3 times its depth deeper.
Okay.
But if you're in
Well,
a
that's a
windy
really good rule of
position,
thumb.
do it 4 or 5 times.
Okay.
Because when the stem comes up through the soil, it'll give it a bit more support.
Okay, well, listen, you're hearing all of the tips from our expert, George, who brings us this brand that your family has been involved with and owned for several decades, correct?
No. I bought it in 2008.
In 8, yeah.
But my parents were customers. My grandparents were customers. There used to be a chap who advertised on English television called Victor Khayyam, who bought the Remington Razor Company. And he used to go on the ads himself and say, I love the brand so much, I bought the company.
That's what you did.
I'm the Victor Khayyam of the bulb world.
Oh, I love that.
I loved Jager. It's such good quality, was so well respected. I get to see the most beautiful gardens.
Oh, wow.
I'm hoping to go and see the Longwood Gardens tomorrow, because I'm
Oh,
told
yes,
those
it's
are
gorgeous.
fabulous.
Yes.
And it just warms my heart to be involved in something like this.
Well, this is the reason why I love QVC, is because we're able to bring you a brand that has been at QVC UK for 17 years, one that has a warrant, I want to say this correctly, a royal warrant from the King of England, King Charles III, that gives you the opportunity to have the most success in your own palace, and you can get them home today for $16.66. Now, I want to remind you, these will ship just like every item in our show on October 6th of this year, and that's when you plant them, when you get them home. All right, so listen, we're going to show you one more time, one last look at these